Hey guys, and welcome to probably my most requested video. In this video, I'm gonna show you the trading method that makes me by far the most profit every FIFA. If you do it correctly and if you do spend a little bit of time on it, you will make at least 1 million every month without needing to go unassigned or fill up your trade pile. Because this video is all about stocking up on bronzes and silvers and make as much profit as possible with them. I talk about this method in my Discord and on my Twitch almost every day, but it's finally time to do an in-depth analysis on how to do it. If you enjoyed this video or just want to support me, please give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It would help me out a lot and I would really appreciate it. We will start off with the silvers, then go to the bronzes, then I will show you when to sell and when to buy them. So let's get into it. The silver commons you want to buy for either 150 or 200 coins. That's the perfect price to buy them for. Sometimes they're more expensive and it could be fine spending a little bit more on them, but that's, in my opinion, the perfect price and it's very much possible to buy them for. For the silver rares, the buy price is between 250 and 400 coins. Over this year, they have been more expensive than they have previous years. So 250 is barely doable, but if it's doable, go crazy on them. But it looks more like you have to buy them for like 400 coins at the moment, and that's still totally fine. So let's go through the steps, what you should do in order to club stock your silvers and be ready for whenever we need to sell it. Step one is just to bid on the prices that I mentioned. And you can do that on any silver common or silver rare card. It doesn't matter. Don't specify it yet. Just bid on all of them. Step two is to send them to your club. In the beginning, you probably won't have any duplicates, but the more you do it, the more duplicates you will get. If you buy them for these prices, you will be able to sell them for profit. Because of that, there is no waste and you can just continue the grind while selling also your duplicates. Step three is that you continue till you have around 50% of what you win as duplicates. Could be a little bit less, a little bit more, whatever you prefer. But for me, the rule is if I get around 50% of them, I'll continue with the next step. And the next step is step 4, and that's to check your top 9 nations. Check in your club if you do have enough of them. So, like, do you have multiple pages of them? If you search for Brazil, if you search for Italy, if not, try to stock them up. You can try that anyways, just bid on those nations specifically. You can add 50 or 100 coins more if you see that you barely have any of them, because they usually go for a little bit more. But see if you can win a lot of them as well, and if they're duplicate, yes or no. Again, continue that one till you have around 50% duplicates. Then the next step, step 5, is to check specific positions. Go to your club and check a center back, a left mid, a right mid, a left winger, right winger, center mid, cams, CDMs, left back, right back work as well, but the ones that I mentioned here are the ones who usually go up for the most. But just try to do all of them. Goalkeeper, striker, just try everything and see, do you have enough pages of them? For the positions that I mentioned here in this overview, you can bid 50 coins more on them if you can't win them. But that's, in a nutshell, what you do with the silvers. And with the bronzes, it's actually the same thing. The only difference is that the bronze commons, you don't buy. You don't want to buy them because they usually don't sell for anything. You really need to wait until they go up in price. So it's more of a risk. All the other ones, you can sell whenever you want to for the price that you bought them for. But the bronze commons doesn't work that way. So you only want to stock up your club through bronze pack method. So just open bronze packs if you want. With that, you also stock up on bronze rares if they don't sell the ones that are in your pack, but bronze rares you can buy. What you want to do is you want to spend either 150 or 200 coins on them, the same as the silver commons actually. And the steps are identical as the silvers. You just bid on any bronze rare, you just send them to your club and you sell the duplicates for profit. That's already the difference with the bronze commons, because you cannot sell them for profit after that. So that's why we don't buy them. You again continue till you have like half of them duplicate. You check the top 9 nations, you check the positions, and then you're good to go. There's actually more to it when you should buy it and how you could buy it. To make sure it makes more sense, I'm first gonna show you when do you sell, because that's the whole point of this, to make profit, right? So when do we sell and why? So the reason why we stock up on them is because we want to wait for a daily SBC where they could be useful in. As you can see here, there are right now a few SBCs that make the prices go up of the bronzes and silvers. As you can see, you need a squad rating of 70 with those two SBCs, which means you can use bronzes and silvers. Because if you use a few golds, you can use the rest bronze, or if you use all silvers, you can also get around 70 rating. And then the question is, how many nationalities do you need? All that kind of stuff has an influence on how much they go for. But what is very important is that the more chemistry you need, the more profit you will make. Because the more chemistry you need, the harder it is to complete the SBC, and people don't mind spending a little bit more coins on it to make it easy for themselves. So they go to a top 9 nation and just use all top 9 nations if that's possible. And that's usually more expensive, but since we have them in our club, we can sell them to the ones who are lazy. So what is also the first step is to check your top 9 nations. You check them in your club, and you check the positions that you need in that current SBC that just came out. So if there is an SBC where you need 3 center backs or you need a left mid and a right mid, check those first because they usually go for the most amount of coins. So you check your top 9 nations and you just compare price on every single one you have in your club. And you will see quick enough if they actually go for something, yes or no. The first hour they usually go for the most. You compare price, for example, one sells for 2,500 coins, that's the cheapest right now on the market. What you want to do, you just want to put it up for like 2,200 coins. That way you can make sure it sells quickly, and whenever there comes a drop in the prices, your one will sell before that. So you do that with all top 9 nations, with all the positions in that current SBC to see is anything up, and yes, for how much. After you've done that, you already make a lot of profit. With the FGS Challenge 5 that you can see right here, I made yesterday 150,000 coins in a matter of 20 minutes. And that was just by selling my top 9 nations of the positions that were needed. But to improve your profit even more, you can also go to FUTBIN Solutions. There are a lot of players who go to FUTBIN to check how to solve this SBC, and they literally just buy the players that are in that solution. So what you want to do, you go to FUTBIN Solutions, you go to the cheapest solutions, and you check those players if you have them in your club. Usually they go up to crazy amounts, sometimes even up to 5,000 coins. You can refresh that every few minutes to see the first 5 cheapest teams. You check those prices and you make sure you sell them for good profit. Same thing counts. If one goes for 4K, just list them for like 3.4K. Just be sure you sell them because you make anyways an insane amount of profit. And that's actually the whole reason why we stock up on them. But besides that, there's also every week market matchups, and if you need a certain league of that, the prices could go up as well. There might be an objective where you need to play with certain silver players or certain bronze players or whatever, and sometimes those prices go up as well. There are multiple ways to make profit, but the real reason is those daily SBCs. And the real money shot here is whenever there's an SBC where there's a token inside. If there's like a token, if there's like a token promo where you can gather tokens to trade in for fodder packs, for special cards. If there's an SBC, a daily SBC or market matchups SBC where a token is inside, those players go for insane prices. The same counts if there are flash challenges. Whenever there's a flash challenge, people only have an hour to complete an SBC. So what are they gonna do? They go to FUTBIN Solutions. They're gonna make that team. And if they have to pay 5K for one card, well, so be it, because they want to finish that SBC. So that's the whole reason why we stock up our club. And then the last thing is, how do you actually buy them? When do you buy them? How do you make sure you have enough of them? Well, you can buy at any time. It doesn't matter as long as it's the price that I mentioned. That way, you're very safe, you cannot lose out on coins, and you can just continuously fill up your club and make sure you're ready for those SBCs. So my advice is to at least every day do a few runs and bid on 50 players, send them to your club, bid on 50 players, send them to your club. It will only cost you maximum of 5 minutes to at least put like 100 new cards into your club. And whenever an SBC expires that we just mentioned, well, you sold off, for example, the 3 center backs that were needed. You sold all those center backs out of your club. Whenever that SBC expires, you can buy them again because they will drop in price. So then you restock specifically on those. You check those specifically. You make sure that you fill up the gaps that you left behind when selling the cards for profit. So for example, if I sold a lot of French players or a lot of center backs, I just buy them back. I just remember that I sold off a lot of those. So we need to fill them up because next time when they're needed and I didn't specifically stocked up on them, we won't make as much profit. And preferably you want to have at least 5 pages of every top 9 nation for every rarity. So you want to have like 5 pages of bronze rares, silver commons, and silver rares. So in total, you kind of want to have 15 pages of every top 9 nation. Kind of the same thing counts with every position. You want to have at least 10 pages of every position. So you want in total 30 pages of bronze and silver center backs, because you want 10 pages of bronze rares, silver commons, and silver rares. And a final tip, when you really want to stock up your club good and you want to just continuously grind the bidding, be aware that EA does like to give you a soft market ban. So what you want to do is you want to have at least 5 minutes in between your last bidding and your new bidding. So what I do, I bid on 50 players, I check what time it is, and literally 5 minutes later or 6 minutes later, I do another 50 bids. That way I don't get a market ban and you can buy up to like 1,000 cards a day without getting any soft or hard market ban. So that's it, guys. Something I wanted to do for a very long time already, something that I talk about a lot on stream, on Discord. We finally wrote it down and made a video about it, so we can always look back at it and see, okay, what do I exactly need to do so you don't miss any step in the process. I hope you like this video and it will help you to make a lot of profit. If you have any questions, leave it down in the comments below or join my Discord or my stream so we can talk about it there. And I will see you next time, guys.